Welcome back. Mission United and Fight Time Promotions have teamed up to help veterans relieve stress and reacclimate to civilian life in a whole different kind of hand-to-hand combat, MMA fighting and training. MMA fighting is a mix of kickboxing, wrestling, and jiu-jitsu, and it's the fastest growing sport in the world, and it's become popular with military veterans, even as a way to cope with post-traumatic stress disorder, or PTSD. So joining me now to talk about this new way to adapt to civilian life are Nancy Vaniman, who's the director of Mission United, and Sonny. You did 4 tours as an Army Ranger. You're a vet, and you're also training in mixed martial arts?
Yes, ma'am.
And how is it?
It's great. It's great. It's a great event for veterans who are coming out of the military and making that transition from the military to civilian life. It allows us a safe environment to train and kind of vent those frustrations that they're meeting as they're coming out of the military.
Wow. And Nancy, let's talk a little bit about Mission United and how you guys are getting involved in this. What exactly is your role with this and the MMA training that's going on?
Mission United was founded about 18 months ago in Broward County, really looking at what we can do as a community to help our service members who are returning specifically from Afghanistan and Iraq. And one of the things that most service people experience is either depression, PTSD, and of course the traumatic brain injuries. Research has shown that these different types of programs that are kind of out of the norm have really helped veterans release some of the frustration and the anger and the lack of camaraderie that they find when they've come home. That not only mixed martial arts, but other types of adrenaline type activities makes a big difference in their lives.
And Sonny, I mean, you can relate to that personally. You said that you have actually had the challenge of dealing with post-traumatic stress disorder. For those of us who don't know what that's like, I mean, what exactly is it to deal with that?
Sure. Every veteran experiences different parts of PTSD. Myself went through bouts of depression and anger issues. A lot of people have problems sleeping at nighttime with nightmares and that type of thing. So dealing with MMA, it gives you a chance to kind of release a lot of frustration, get a lot of energy release, and then allows you to sleep a little better at nighttime. And again, gives you a safe environment where you can, vent these frustrations so you're not getting arrested or going to jail, which would be the opposing end of that.
And what are these frustrations, and how exactly does it help you relieve that? It's just the physical act of just the training itself?
Sure. Some of it is the physical act of training itself. I mean, you go from a world where you're training every single day and you live a very disciplined life to going to the civilian world where you're living a very independent life. So now you can have some of the camaraderie of being a part of a team and having the discipline of working every single day on something physical. So.
Got it. And when you look at the video of MMA fighting itself, it looks to be very, very violent. I mean, you see there's always blood in the ring. I mean, it appears to be a very violent sport. Nancy, I mean, some people might say, how does this help? This just creates violence. What say you?
Well, there's a lot of things that go on, before you get in the ring. I mean, there's a lot of discipline involved in training for it. You may be in the ring with a but there are other sports that are just as violent, that we, go to every day. So it's you see that snapshot if you're just watching the fights, but if you see the process of the training up to it, the camaraderie when you are with the other fighters, the purpose that you have in life, getting there, it's just the whole package. It's just not 1 2-minute fight.
I get it. And tell me a little bit about your training. What exactly do they teach you? What do you work on when you go in for a session?
So there's a lot of different facets of mixed martial arts. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Oh, that right hand snuck in. Beautiful. From Jane event of the evening, and it's brought to you by Patriot National. Von McCoy has found in white trunks. Kicks to the body.
Of different techniques that are used, and then depending on what your specialty is, you may advance in one aspect more than another.
And what do you think when you're doing it? If you're sparring, or I'm not sure if that's the right term, but when you're doing that with somebody else, what goes through your mind? Does it bring back any memories of your time during your combat?
Not really. It allows you to focus and have a disciplined approach to kind of have a physical release, and it's really a physical chess game. So you're really it's a mind game, and you're really taking
MMA in San Diego with the likes of Dominic Crouseon and Ross Pearson from a wrestling background shooting for the takedown. Suarez almost has it. He has it now.
That right?
Yeah, we're going to fight in about 5 minutes.
Okay, no problem. So let's talk a little bit about how veterans out there can take part in this. What's the best way for them to get involved?
You know, one of the things that I think across the nation are one of our greatest challenges is reaching to the veteran. And a lot of veterans and military members, they watch the fights, they go to the fights. One of the reasons we partnered with them is to have that outreach. We want to be at the events so that our veterans can learn about the services that we're offering.
There's an upcoming fight, correct?
There is an upcoming fight on June 21st at the War Memorial in Broward County. And there's the discounted tickets. We're going to be there with our information, and we encourage anyone who's attending, a family, a military member or a veteran, just stop by, visit us, learn about what we're doing, and maybe how they can get involved with MMA.
And it's something that I think maybe a lot of folks out there never thought of, that they could do it themselves. And any final words you'd like to say about it?
I think that MMA is a great sport, and that a lot of veterans should look into their local MMA gyms around their area, and if they're interested, you know, most gyms have a free trial or a free subscription. You can go in and try it out and see if it's for you.
And you don't fight. You said you stay out of the ring,
right.
And why is that?
I stay out of the ring because I don't necessarily want to go in and stand and bang with some of the biggest fighters out there.
But the training itself makes a big difference for you.
Training itself has been an excellent experience and a great outlet for my PTSD and the transition from military to civilian life.
Great. Well, thank you so much for your service, for both of your service. Nancy, anything else you'd like to add about Mission United? Brand new program.
It's a brand new program. We're very excited. We have lots of great partners. The American Red Cross helps us out tremendously with our case management. We've got all kinds of services to offer, from employment, education, legal assistance to financial assistance, and helping folks really come back home.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for your service. And if you want to check out the upcoming pro MMA fights on June 21st, you can just go to www.fighttimepromotions.com. Military vets get a discount if they buy tickets in person at the War Memorial Auditorium box office in Fort Lauderdale. Thank you so much for joining.